What's up, guys? It's Tyler from House of Cards TCG, bringing you another live duel with my commentary. I hope you would really enjoy this. We hosted a trophy tourney, and we had a really good turnout. People from all over actually came out, and I can't wait to talk about one place in particular. But we hosted it. It was 4 rounds of Swiss plus top 4, and then the finals. We recorded 2 feature matches per round. I think 1 round we only got 1, but 2 feature matches per round. We tried to pick different decks, and then we have the top 4 both matches and the finals. So leading up to Nats, we're going to bring you all this content. I'm going to be able to commentate over it. I hope you really enjoy it. Please comment below because we really like to see that. Tell us things that you'd like to improve. We fixed the glare. Finally, I'm excited to tell you that we finally got that under control, so that way you're not going to see any glare. And I hope you enjoy my commentary. With that, please consider subscribing. Help us to get to 4,000 subs. We want to try to get to 4,000 before Nats if we can, so then when Shane and I top Nats, then you guys can really have the channel explode because hopefully you enjoy it. But with all that, please consider subscribing. Please stay tuned for more content, which is more rounds. Shane's got a nice video coming this weekend, which is talking about Retaliating C. So consider subscribing. Stay with all that. And with all that, let's get into myself. I am playing Vanquish Soul against another Vanquish Soul player. So this is the Vanquish Soul mirror match in round number 1, and let's dive into it.
House of Cards.
TCG.
Alright, diving on into the first duel, I have myself on the left and our friend on the right. This is round 1 of the trophy tourney, and surprisingly, 5 of the 11 decks that showed up were all Vanquish Soul, so you're going to see a lot of Vanquish Soul content on this channel with these live duels. I tried to pick matches that were mixed decks, but obviously, so I think I decided to go first. You can see I'm main decking Nib. Nib was mid, I'm going to be honest, in the deck. Oh, I'm going second. Okay, so we're going to see a normal summon Raisin from Shane on the right. That's not Shane from the channel, that's another Shane. Obviously, Shane does not have a beard like this guy does, right? So we're going to see a normal summon Raisin. This typically grabs the Mad Love, and it looks like he's going to grab Heavy Burger here. So that's kind of a tell that he had Mad Love in his hand. It's kind of, because usually Mad Love is the card that you want to grab from here. Or he may already have Continue or Dust Devil or something like that, but if he's grabbing Heavy Burger, he's got to have a Dark in his hand, which usually tells Mad Love. So he goes Rocket the Vanquisher, and I think this is, he was newer to playing this deck, so he wasn't quite as familiar as I may have been, because I've been testing this deck quite a bit. Also, Kurikara is actually insane. You can see Kurikara in my deck, and in the mirror, Kurikara is really good. So there's Mad Love coming down off the effect of Rocket the Vanquisher. Mad Love's then going to go ahead and grab either Dust Devil or Continue. Those are the 2 cards that I can grab. Also, there's a bunch of traps that nobody plays in Vanquish Soul, so, but technically, Mad Love could grab one of the traps if he did play it. So it looks like we are going to see him grab the Dust Devil. And I think I did talk to him about this with the game 1. So when I'm looking at what I'm going to grab off Mad Love, it really depends on my hand. If I don't have the correct attributes, then obviously I have to go for Continue to get those attributes, because I find more value in my Raisin, my Mad Love, my Burger interactions more than I do just one Dust Devil. And so he's going to go draw a card here, even though I didn't cut the deck. It's fine, though. You know, it's just, you're just going to play. So we're going to set Dust Devil. In phase, we are going to go ahead and special summon out the Pluto. And that is because I already have Kurikara in my hand. That puts me another Vanquish Soul monster on the field. And with having Kurikara in my hand, that's 3,000 attack body if I wanted to use it. So, special summoning the Pluto at end phase. Oh, and now we're going to go ahead and bounce the Pluto with the Burger. So we must still be in main phase, because you can't special summon Burger unless it's in the main phase. So we have to be in main phase here. Playing into the, I'm going to reveal a Bestial Magnuma. Playing into talents a little bit, I will say, but it doesn't appear that Shane has talent. So we are going to go ahead and draw off Burger. And now we have Bestial Magnuma in our hand as well. Bestials in main were also mid, I'll be honest. And it all depends on Nats what we expect to see. If I expect to see a lot of Vanquish Soul, I'm probably going to side out the Nibs and the Bestials there. But we are going to go draw phase Burger effect. That's going to draw. He's going to activate his own Burger to draw. So, in saying that you're able to do that on your opponent's turn, even go in turn 0 to be able to special Pluto like that. It was just this interaction where I had Pluto and Burger. Now we're going to see the Rhoda come down. Rhoda obviously being able to get you access to Raisin. Let's see what he does here. Nothing, no interruption. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a Raisin. Now either when we go to normal summon our Raisin, we either want to put it in the Burger zone, or we're going to put it in the Rocket the Vanquisher zone. Let's see what we decide to do here. I think that Oh, that's Ash in our hand too. Ash being really good. Maybe we didn't have Kurikara. We had to have, I think. We are going to normal summon Raisin in the zone of Rock of the Vanquisher, and we're going to activate the effect to search. He's going to go ahead and Valor our Rock of the Vanquisher. Let's see if we go ahead and dodge it. We are going to dodge it by special summoning out our Caesar. So Caesar going to go ahead and target the Raisin to bounce it back to hand, dodging this Valor really nicely there. Alright, so then that's going to make Raisin go through because now Valor does, well, Valor resolves, but the target left, so now Raisin still gets to go ahead and grab the search. He knows that we have Pluto in hand, so that is a fire, obviously. I think we're going to grab an Earth possibly here. We are going to grab an Earth, so there's Pantera. So now I think that we have all of our attributes in hand, and I think we're going to go ahead and activate the Caesar. We're going to reveal a Dark, Fire, and an Earth, and we're going to go ahead and non-target pop. And he's looking. Let's see if he chains his rock here, because I don't think he's activated his own rock. He's thinking. He's going to flip Dust Devil here. So he's going to change the battle position of his burger. And that is going to go ahead and Book of Moon a card. He only gets one book here. He could have actually chained the Rock of the Vanquisher. So he could have chained Rock of the Vanquisher to the Dust Devil. Special summon another if he had one. He may not have one. But yeah, he's got Mad Love. Special summoned out Mad Love. And then he could have, on resolution, booked 2 of my monsters. So Shane, if you're watching that, I think that was the correct play there. You could have chained Rock of the Vanquisher, brought out your Mad Love. That would have given you 2 Vanquish Soul monsters. Then you could have booked both my Burger and my Caesar, and that would have been pretty huge there. So we are going to have Small World here. Small World's going to bridge the Nib into the Caesar, into the Kurikara, and then we're going to go ahead and special the Kurikara by tributing the Burger, because Burger activated in draw phase to draw. And that's going to give us a 3,000 body with a Burger, which is 5,500. And now we're going to go ahead and special out the Bestial Magnemite by banishing. He has his own Bestial Magnemite though, so the Magnemite then going to go ahead and come down. He's going to activate the effect of his Bestial Magnemite. And I think we're thinking if we're going to be ashing that or not. I think you got to hold Ash for maybe a more prevalent card like Raisin in this matchup. I don't think we mind him getting a Caesar, especially when he's low on cards maybe. Or he hasn't exactly revealed the attributes to know that he's got the interactions. So we are going to beat over the Magnemite. We're going to take 3,000 direct to him. So it puts his life points down to 5,000. And yeah, I mean, we're sitting on an Ash Blossom here. We have a interruption in Raisin because we left the link zone available. So I think the only thing that we need to do is probably need to link off the Burger into a rock. So that way we force him to use a certain, or we can in phase go ahead and grab his rock. So now we have a rock live. That also works. I don't agree with the zone placement here. I think we should have put this in the middle though. I wouldn't have put him in that column. So he is going to go ahead and grab Druis Worm at in phase off of his Magma. Choosing Druis Worm over the Caesar. Burger effect is going to go ahead and draw. Again, we just have hand advantage right now. We're just rolling. We have engine. In phase, yeah, Kurikara being able to take a Rock of the Vanquisher, really good. They're really strong. I just would have put it in the middle column if I could have done it over again. So let's see what he decides to do here. He does have a hand. We're going to go ahead and normal summon out the Mad Love. We're going to go ahead and ash the effect, because obviously I think he has Raisin in the graveyard, so that would have given him access to continue. So knowing that he already grabbed Dust Devil turn 1, which I think he should have grabbed continued turn 1 also, because that's where he lost his card advantage, was not being able to Raisin bring back out on my turn. Really hurt him there. So we are going to see a Rock of the Vanquisher come down. Rock of the Vanquisher is going to go ahead and add back the Raisin from the graveyard back to the hand, which is strong. But again, knowing that he didn't have the resources on turn 0, probably grabbing continue over Dust Devil there for sure. But like I said, we're still, this is Nats testing, but looks like he is going to go ahead and scoop. I'm not sure what the rest of his hand was, but you can see that we're going to top deck into another Kurikara, it looked like. So I think that's what I saw there. But obviously insane. That was game number 1. Now let's go ahead and side out, and we're going to go on in to game number 2. Alright, heading on into game number 2, just a small reminder, please subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content, comment below. We like to hear that kind of feedback because this is something that we want to keep doing, which is bringing you live duels from high quality tournaments that we obviously can bring to you, because we do have a pretty good core of people that we play with, and so being able to bring you some high quality content of actual duels that you can watch that is really good gameplay is what our goal is in doing these tournaments, hosting these tournaments, being able to film them and bring that commentary to you. So please consider subscribing. Also comment down below and let us know what you enjoy or what we can improve with these. Obviously glare was an issue in our previous videos and we finally fixed it, which is huge. So no more glare in any of the videos. I'm super excited to comment over this entire tournament and bring you that content. So if there's anything else, let us know down below. Alright, so here we go. We're going to have Shane on the right, not Shane from the channel, different Shane going on the first, I would assume. And you can see my tech choice of Phantasme. Phantasme is just so good. Normal summon Raisin effect. I do remember in this game, so ironically enough, I have Droll in my hand, and I could have dropped Droll here, but I did not have Raisin. And so looking at my hand, I thought to myself, would I rather Droll him here, or do I hold it so I can Phantasme, so I can actually try to draw into Raisin? I took the option of getting greedy and going for Phantasme, and so I did not drop Droll and Lockbird here, and you're gonna see how I got punished, but still worked my way through this duel. So next he's gonna go ahead and go Burger, bounce his Raisin, then he activates the Burger effect, and he's gonna go ahead and draw. So I would have already prevented this from happening. And then the next card that he's gonna go ahead and do is we are going to see, he's thinking, a Small World come down. Again, another card that I could have prevented, but didn't. And it's so unfortunate for me. So I did help him with some Small World bridge here. I do play Small World in my deck, so I'm pretty familiar with the Small World bridges. And I think what he wanted to get to was Ash, and so I was helping him bridge everything to Ash. I have this brain that just works in the way that I can see the cards and I know they attack and defense, so I just know all the bridges. Like if you want to get to Ash, yeah, so I told him you go Raisin here, Doggeran, and then grabs you Ash. And then that gets Doggeran out of your deck anyway, because, I don't know, you're going first. But anyway, yeah, so I decided not to drop Droll and Lockbird in order to go ahead and try to draw Phantasme, draw into Raisin, which I at this time did not have Raisin. And so now I've allowed him to get a draw off Burger and Small World, which I could have prevented if I just would have dropped Droll. So you can see my Droll there. So if you're wondering why I didn't drop Droll, that's why. And then he has Rhoda, grab another Raisin. Again, another card that I could have prevented. So it's just wild. It's just insane. I got punished for trying to Phantasme draw. It's actually laughable. I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's not. It's actually laughable. So we're going to see him grab Raisin off the Rhoda. So we know Raisin, we know Ash, we know whatever, Burger, I think, because he drew it, but Burger's on the field. Or he searched it. I think Burger was the search off of the Raisin here. Interestingly enough, not going for Mad Love line, trying to grab Continue, trying to grab the Dust Devil. So I think I might have been a misplay on that part because, you know, valuing the hand traps over the actual Vanquish Soul interruptions. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and see Stake Your Soul, which is what we're able to show it in our hand. And we're going to go ahead and Stake Your Soul and reveal Mad Love. He's going to go ahead and Ash that, which is fine. I think that was a bait because I think we did draw into Raisin here. Maybe not. I don't see it in our hand. Let's see what we decide to do. So yeah, so he didn't go for Rock of the Vanquisher. So I actually didn't even get to drop Phantasme. I think he may have known that I side deck Phantasme. So yeah, I didn't resolve Phantasme, didn't resolve Droll, and I just got punished here. So we're going to go Mad Love. Mad Love is then going to go ahead and search. I'll go ahead and grab Continue here. I think we're going to go for a Zeus line if I would think so, maybe. But really all we're facing is a Burger here. So maybe his draws aren't good. I'll have to look at his deck building here. I'm not sure what happened on his turn. His not setting up Rock and then, you know, not grabbing Continue to set up a Raisin pop. It's just not sure here. So we're going to go ahead and go set Continue, I do believe, and go Rock of the Vanquisher. And we probably should activate Rock of the Vanquisher just to add back Mad Love unless we want to continue bring it back, maybe to get a bounce. So we are going to go ahead and Bestial And then we're going to chain our own Bestial. That's going to go ahead and he did reveal that, I do think. So we're going to banish our Mad Love. That's going to special summon out our Magnemite. And then this is at end phase. So we're going to go ahead and grab Druid Swarm over the Caesar here. So I think I went end phase. And then he went his Bestial because I think I knew he had Bestial. So I wanted to leave his body on the field so I could go ahead and chain my Bestial. Because remember, if he doesn't have a body on the field, I can't activate my Bestial in main phase. So he is going to go ahead and go Burger Reveal to draw. And we're going to go ahead and go normal summon of a Raisin. Looks like he did. Oh, we know that he added it. So we're going to go normal summon Raisin. Decides to put it in that zone. Okay, so we're going to allow him to search here. Again, the person on the right still learning the deck. So this is round 1. Again, I have 4 rounds of Swiss plus Top Cut, which is top 4, and then the finals. So you're going to continuing to see the gameplay. You're going to see a lot of different things going on here. So stick around, check out rounds 2, 3, 4, the semis and finals. So he's trying to activate Raisin to pop, but then I tell him that it's only monsters, and I actually allow him to take that play back and allow him to move his Raisin because he's realizing that it's just monsters. So he is going to put it here. So we're going to allow him to pop the Magna here. I let him do it. I'm not. It's a friendly game. I'm going to allow him to take it and just allow him to do his thing. Other Shane, not so much. Shane on the channel, you'll see in another game where he did not do that so well with me. But we are going to go ahead and see a draw 2. Phantasme is going to come down, and we're going to go ahead and put one back. Looking if it shuffles or puts it on the bottom, because it's been a while since I've actually ran Phantasme, and so it does shuffle it. Phantasme was actually kind of good. I played a lot of mirrors though, but obviously he does have Pantera. Pantera is going to come down, and he is going to go ahead and activate the effect, which I do imagine, to pop back row. And so we're going to go ahead and chain the continue. Oh, I don't have anything engraved, so no, we're not going to chain continue. We're going to allow him to pop the continue, which he knew that's what that was. And he's going to go Caesar. Caesar's going to go ahead and bounce Pantera. He is reading Rock of the Vanquisher, even though it's in his own deck. Little funny there. He is going to reveal Raisin, Bestial Magma, and Caesar, and he is going to go ahead and non-target pop Phantasme. It's important to know it's non-targeting, because if it did target, you could chain Phantasme to discard a card and negate the activation and destroy that card. So that obviously that was supposed to be Caesar that he was bringing down. So and then he would have just revealed Pantera. So it would have been Pantera, Bestial Magnuma, and Raisin. Still would have got the pop, and that's what we're talking about now. So it resolved. It's okay. Again, round 1. Just stick with me. Watch some future rounds here. He is going to go ahead and activate Continue. Continue's then going to go ahead and bring out Raisin. Now he's got some advantage here. Let's see what he decides to do. But I think you can see what I have in my hand. So we're going to go Burger Effect, target the Raisin. That's going to go ahead and special out the Burger. And I know that he has Druid Swarm, and I need to bait the Druid Swarm. And so I'm letting him get enough for game on the field. And what I'm going to do is at the end of his main phase, when he tries to attempt to go to battle phase, I'm going to go ahead and activate Druid Swarm because that prevents him from getting game. Then he's forced to actually have to activate his Magnemud, because then he has to if he wants to get game here. So I get the Magnemud out of his hand anyway, and still get to nib him. And that was huge for me there, because obviously I was able to force the Magma out of his hand as well. He was attempting to go to battle. At the end of main phase, I chained the Druid, not in battle, but in main phase, I attempted the Druid Swarm, forcing him to use his Magma, because that he has to, otherwise he can't get game. And then that's how I was able to force his Magma into a nib as well. So he's going to go ahead and grab Druid Swarm off his Magma. And now we get to shift back over to us, because we now are going to have the advantage, especially because he used a lot of his hand here. I was able to put all his resources into the graveyard. We're going to have a normal summon of a Raisin. Raisin effect is then going to go ahead and allow him to search. Ooh, we got the cards thrown on the table. I love when somebody does that, right? We already know what that means. So 3 cards in hand. I don't think it's going to be enough to stop us now that we have full engine rolling. So looking at our hand, we got to make sure that we can pop this token, because that token was huge. Obviously, it had Burger, Magma. I think it had a Caesar in there. Like that token's pretty huge there. So we're going to use Raisin Effect, reveal Ash, and reveal Burger to pop the token. And now we're going to go ahead and go Burger Effect, bounce to go for a Raisin. I think that we're going to go ahead and activate the effect to burn, and we are going to burn for 15 here. Then we attack for 5,500. That puts him at 1,500 life points, and you know how this play works. Basically, we go, and then at draw phase of his next turn, he has to have imperm or he loses. So he goes to top deck, and it is not imperm, and that's going to be game as I burn him for game. So round 1 in the books. Looks like I take that with Vanquish Soul in the mirror, and that was a 2-0, and we're going to move on to our other feature match for round 1, so you make sure to check that out, or check out rounds 2, 3, and 4 if I post them, which will be in the next week to week and a half. I'll have them all done. So it's been Tyler with House of Cards TCG, signing out.